Assalamu alaikum. Welcome all to Easy Human Anatomy channel. In this video, I discuss General Somatic Efferent, the functional component of the nerve. In this video, I cover following topics: definition, embryology, nerves contain General Somatic Efferent functional component, General Somatic Efferent nuclei, and spinal nerve nuclei with General Somatic Efferent component, and cranial nerve nuclei with General Somatic Efferent component. So let's start. General somatic means the skeletal muscle derived from somite or somatoporic layer of lateral plane mesoderm, and efferent means motor fiber. The general efferent somatic efferent fiber carry motor impulse to the somatic skeletal muscle. This is the general somatic efferent fiber and is innervate the skeletal muscle by the neuromuscular junction. General somatic efferent neurons innervate striated muscles of the embryonic somite and limb bud. This is somite and this is the limb bud and the myoblast. The nerves contain general somatic efferent functional component, all spinal nerves, and 4 pure motor cranial nerves: oculomotor, trochlear, abducens nerves, hypoglossal nerve. General somatic efferent nuclei. Spinal nerve nuclei with general somatic efferent component. This is the neural tube, this is mantle layer, and this is marginal layer. Mantle layer converted into gray matter of the spinal nerve. These are the alert plate which deal the sensory functions, and this is the basal plate which deal motor function, and general somatic efferent nuclei are present within the basal plate. In the dorsal horn of the spinal cord, 2 groups of nuclei are present: medial group, lateral group. Lateral group is larger than the medial group, and medial group actually innervate axial muscles, and lateral group in cervical and lumbosacral region it innervate muscles of the upper and lower limb. So this is the ventral horn, this is the motor multipolar neuron, this is the axons of the multipolar neuron which exit the spinal cord through the ventral root, then spinal nerve trunk, and then through the branches of the spinal nerves it innervate skeletal muscle by the neuromuscular junction. There is a somatotropical arrangement is seen in the lateral nuclei group. You see the motor neuron of the extensor group located ventrally, and flexor muscle group located dorsally, and laterally contain distal muscle group, and proximal muscle group present in the medially. Cranial nerve nuclei with general somatic efferent component. Oculomotor, trochlear, abducens nuclei, and hypoglossal nuclei. This is the midbrain. It contains 2 nuclei, oculomotor nuclei and trochlear nuclei. In the pons, the abducens nuclei is present, and in the medulla oblongata, hypoglossal nuclei is present. General somatic efferent component innervate following muscles. The oculomotor nerves supply extraocular muscle except superior oblique and lateral rectus, and trochlear nucleus is supply the superior oblique muscle. The axon arises from the trochlear nuclei supply the superior oblique muscle. The axon arises from the abducens nuclei supply the lateral rectus muscle, and rest of the ocular muscle is supplied by the oculomotor nucleus. Fiber arises from oculomotor nucleus. This is the medulla oblongata, the space between pyramid and olive. This is the pyramid and this is the olive. In between pyramid and olive, hypoglossal nerve is exit from the hypoglossal nucleus, and this supply the all muscle of the tongue except palatoglossus. Examination of a now test question. The examination of a patient indicate that they have a medially directed strabismus. This include due to damage to the oculomotor nerve, trochlear nerve, ophthalmic, trigeminal nerve, abducens nerve. The answer is abducens nerve. The eye will be pulled medially when the muscle that turns the eye laterally on non-functional because of the unopposed action of the antagonist muscle. The lateral rectus supplied by the abducens nerves is the main abductor, but the two oblique muscle also exerted a lateral pull and would still be functional. However, this lateral action is counteracted by the action of the medial rectus and medial pull of the superior inferior rectus. The action of these three muscles will be negate the actions of the oblique muscle, produce a medial strabismus. The patient suffering damage to the orbit in road traffic incident resulting in the damage to the third cranial nerves. Which of the following sign will be present? Pupillary constriction and medial strabismus, pupillary dilatation and a medial strabismus, pupillary constriction and a lateral strabismus, and pupillary dilatation and a lateral strabismus. The pupillary dilation answer is pupillary dilatation and a lateral strabismus. Oculomotor nerves supply 4 of the 6 extraocular muscle and the pupillary constriction muscle. The pupil dilate due to the unopposed action of the dilated pupillae muscle. This eye will be pulled laterally by the unopposed action of the lateral rectus and superior oblique muscles supplied and respectively by the 6th and the 4th cranial nerves. The anterior root of the spinal nerve contain which kind of nerve fiber? Sensory fibers, motor fiber, mixed fiber, does not contain nerve fiber. The answer is motor fiber. Hypoglossal nerves provide motor innervation to the styloglossus and hyoglossus muscle only. Motor innervation to the all muscle of the tongue, both intrinsic and extrinsic except palatoglossus. Sensory innervation to the posterior third of the tongue. Sensory innervation to the anterior two-thirds of the tongue. The answer is B. 2. Motor innervations of the all muscle of the tongue, both extrinsic, intrinsic, except palatoglossus. So this is all about this video. If you find this video is helpful, please share this video and please support me by subscribing my channel. Thank you for watching.